Nondestructive Editing. Greetings. As we catch up with recent changes in Audacity, we'll take a look at Nondestructive Editing, or NDE, in this edition of Stuart's Audacity Tips. Nondestructive editing has been a sought-after feature in Audacity for quite a while now. If you know someone who has passed on using Audacity because it didn't have nondestructive editing, this is the perfect installment of SAT to share. Go ahead, it won't bother me a bit. Although it's not an essential feature, as we all have proven over the last 2 decades plus, nondestructive editing brings new possibilities to the table. But before we look at those implications, let's look at how it works in Audacity. Prior to version 3.1, Audacity's editing was strictly destructive. In order to remove a piece of audio from your project, you selected it and deleted it. This meant that the part of the audio that had been deleted was destroyed. The only way to get it back was to do an immediate undo, or Control-Z, or Command-Z. And if you'd done other things since that deletion, you had to undo everything you'd done since that deletion to get back to where you could undo the deletion itself. Here's an animation of destructive editing. Once the deleted audio is gone, it's gone. The end of the remaining audio is the limit. There's nothing more. With non-destructive editing, we can remove audio by simply grabbing the end of a clip and moving it so that the clip no longer contains the unwanted audio. When audio is edited this way, the removed audio remains with the clip, but is not included in the project's output. So, if we want to put the deleted audio back in, we just need to move the clip boundary back enough to expose it. And this can be done at any time, even after other audio has been added and edited. Now, whether nondestructive editing is a game changer for you depends on what sort of work you're doing with Audacity. If, for example, you're a VO with an established workflow, there's no need to try to change that workflow to include NDE. On the other hand, if you're producing finished audio products that include multiple tracks, various audio sources, and many mixing decisions along the way, NDE can make your life much easier. Before I wrap up, there are a couple of very important things to understand about NDE in Audacity. First, not all editing in Audacity is non-destructive. The select and delete editing method is still destructive. So is the current implementation of punch and roll. The part of the audio after a punch-in point is destroyed as you re-record. Only when you use the handles on the ends of a clip is editing non-destructive. Second, it's very important to pay attention to whether you're grabbing the end of a selection or the end of a clip. When you grab the end of a selection, the cursor looks like a pointing finger. It allows you to adjust the boundary of the selected audio, as it always has. When you grab the end of a clip, the cursor looks like a two-ended arrow. It allows you to use non-destructive editing as shown above. If you selected to the end of a clip, it's easy to do one when you meant to do the other. Here's the method I like. If you move from inside the selection near the vertical middle of the waveform, the selection control, the pointing finger, will show up first as you move toward the selection or clip boundary. If you move from outside the selection near the top of the waveform, the NDE control or two-ended arrow will show up first as you move toward the selection or clip boundary. I'm Stuart. Hope this helps.